It's Friday and leading the news at 9, Qantas CEO Joyce says he feels very sorry for the staff who lost their jobs during the pandemic, but claims the move was necessary to survive. Australia's biggest airline will be upping the cost of some airfares by 20% and reducing flights as it continues to struggle with staff shortages. But Joyce has this morning told Ben Fordham on 2GB he had a responsibility to keep the iconic airline going.
Virgin went bankrupt in the middle of this. We didn't. Some other airlines went bankrupt, and a lot of airlines had to do the exact same thing in order to survive. I feel very sorry for what had happened, but I also have a responsibility to the other 22,000 people left in the company and have responsibility for a national icon to survive.
Police have made a record-breaking drug bust in Sydney, worth more than $1.6 billion. Police seizing a tonne of ice from Port Botany, making it the largest seizure of the drug ever recorded in Australia. It's the second shipment discovered within marble slabs. And a vintage car has been used to import more than $150 million of drugs into Sydney. Ice and cocaine was stuffed inside the 1960 Bentley, which was shipped here from Canada.
Well, a Queensland family has been left shaken after a police encounter at their home on the Gold Coast. An argument broke out between the officers and the man. Take a listen.
Do not shape up to us. This is Taser, get on the ground. Get out of the way. Move out of the way. Mate, you're under arrest. Put your hands down. Get out of the way, man.
Today, Queensland reporter Jessica Millwood is in Brisbane for us. Jess, the family is exploring their legal options.
They are, Ali, and they're not ruling out taking this further, saying that they were left really shaken up and embarrassed by what happened at their Parkwood home on the Gold Coast. Now, this all transpired back in April. Two constables were at the house to speak to the man. They say that he was driving while unlicensed. When that man has asked for proof, he said, put that proof in the mail when you get it. He's then closed the gate in the face of the officers, and, well, they've really fired up. From there, things escalated very, very quickly. The man is backing away, but police say that he was, quote, shaping up to them, and then two tasers were drawn. Here's some more of that confrontation.
Your hands on there. Leave your hands on there.
Dad, just please! Oh, guys, please, this is...
Relax.
You guys are really proud. This is
Move this way. Move this way.
My client thinks that the police acted totally inappropriately. Pulling a taser on a young family just for a traffic offence is just not justified in the circumstances.
Eventually, the man was dragged outside onto the street. He was sat in the gutter while backup did come. He was charged with obstruct police and driving while unlicensed. But, Ali, both of those charges were thrown out in court yesterday. Police didn't have enough evidence.
OK, thanks for that, Jess. And a truck driver remains in hospital this morning after a major crash in Melbourne. Police are looking for a dark-coloured Range Rover, which could be responsible for causing a 4-truck pile-up on the Western Ring Road.
Shocking new data has exposed the danger of e-scooters, revealing the number of riders with life-threatening injuries has quadrupled in just 1 year in Victoria. Isabel Stefanovic is in Melbourne. Isa, good morning to you.
Karl, good morning. The number of trauma admissions has almost doubled, while the number of people needing critical care, as you say, has gone from 5 to 18 in that 1 year alone. We know that here in Melbourne, e-scooters and e-bikes are becoming increasingly popular, but according to this new data, also becoming incredibly dangerous. Experts say that people aren't taking their safety seriously. They're riding these e-scooters and e-bikes while under the influence of drugs or alcohol. They're not wearing helmets, and they're going on the footpaths as well. That means sometimes people are being thrown off and then suffering severe brain, spinal and even pelvic injuries. Police certainly are stopping hundreds of people, advising them to do the right thing. However, they were also called to 131 collisions in the first 7 months of this year alone. Karl, this morning this is prompting a warning from authorities, medical experts and police calling for stronger regulations.
Is it? Thank you.
In an historic first, the Queen is set to appoint the next British Prime Minister at Balmoral instead of Buckingham Palace. The 96-year-old monarch is struggling with her mobility and has been advised to stay put for the September 6th ceremony with Liz Truss or Rishi Sunak. We'll see.
Well, we've all wondered what the secret to a long and happy life is. Is it gin? Party pies? Well, this South Australian woman, she could know the answer. Katarina van der Linden is celebrating her 110th birthday today. 110. She was born in the Netherlands in 1912 and has really seen it all, living through 2 world wars, 2 pandemics and everything else in between. She says her secret to a long life is regular exercise and taking care of herself.
I try to do as much as I can myself. That is my nature. I don't want to impose on other people because you have to care for your health. Everyone has to do that.
Exactly. She'll be raising a glass of champagne in a toast to herself today, and why not maybe raise a few, like 110.
Oh,
I know. You like what I did there at the end?
I did. A champagne
110 drinks.
I had nothing to do with it. But what a beautiful lady, and happy birthday. She'll be watching this morning in beautiful Adelaide. We hope you have the most wonderful day, and maybe we'll see you at the clubs later on.
Walking front and all.
Have yourself a great weekend, folks. We love your company. We love you watching, and thanks for being with us all week.
Let's head over to David and Brooke now. Hey, guys.
Hey,
Hello, guys. And do you know what? I feel 105 today.
You don't look it, though, and that's the thing.
Day over 35. Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.
Good morning. Good to see you. Happy Friday.
Good morning to you, too. Friday, we made it.
We made it, everybody. High five yourselves. Now, we have a huge show coming up. Check it out. Qantas chaos, a warning for Christmas holidaymakers as rising fuel prices and flight cuts lead to more travel mayhem.
Rental shake-up, the bold new plan to freeze rent prices for 2 years. This morning, what it could mean for tenants and landlords.
Education overhaul, why more and more parents are opting to homeschool their kids. So, is this a good idea? What every family needs to know?
Also today, The Ultimate Truth, the new documentary delving deep into the tragic death of Princess Diana 25 years on. And
name a better duo. Go on. Olivia Rodrigo surprises fans joining Billy Joel on stage to perform 2 epic duets this Friday, the 26th of August, 2022.
That's first. Holidaymakers are being warned of pricier flights and less of them as Qantas announced they will hike up costs and slash flight routes in an attempt to address delays and staff shortages.
Yeah, for more on